What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons, and today we're talking about Wakanda Forever. So I had actually meant to drop a video like previewing it, what I wanted to see from it, all that. I never got a chance to get around to that. Kind of glad I didn't, because my expectations were completely blown out the fucking water. I saw so much shit I didn't know I wanted to see that I saw. So the way I'm going to break this down, it'll be in two halves. First half, I'll kind of keep it, well, I'm actually going to keep it completely spoiler-free, just kind of explain the vibe behind it, overall, how good it was, rate it in certain areas. And then the second half, and I'll literally explain in video when I'm going to the second half, it'll have spoilers, and I'll get into a discussion on the movie in a deeper manner. Now, if you guys are a fan of the channel, smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to see more MCU content, and if you want to see me go deeper dives into the MCU lore, narrative, the scaling, all that, let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways, getting into this, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's begin with the spoiler-free section. So, my initial thoughts without spoilers. Fucking amazing movie. That movie, for what it had to be for the MCU, in my opinion, was damn near perfect. Coming off the tragic loss of Chadwick Boseman, by the way, rest in peace to him. Fucking, all I've ever read was that he was like one of the greatest human beings ever. So rest in peace to him, truly. They did him justice in this movie, man. And they had to overcome something very challenging, which was Chadwick became the face of Black Panther. Like, that, it is what it is. He was amazing in that role, and people loved him in that role. And so stepping up in a Black Panther movie without him, that's a tough task. And the way they overcame that was gorgeous. The plot made perfect sense. This is one of the better fleshed out plots out of all the MCU movies. In fact, in my opinion, this shit was way better than the first Black Panther movie. I personally, for me, T'Challa's best appearance to me was actually in Civil War. I thought they did him the best. His aura, his approach, his demeanor, the fact that no one could really fuck with him, like he's big Black Panther, that shit was dope. Like, I thought they best showed him in Civil War. This, way better than the first Black Panther. Like, it was so well done. I'm still blown away. Like, I wasn't going in a hater, but Shuri was never someone like I was big on in the MCU. She was kind of like a castaway, just simply an add-on. Like, she was kind of treated the way like the kid from Iron Man 3 was treated, like T.I. from Ant-Man. Like, nothing crazy, right? Like, nothing to really fall in love with as a character. She's just kind of there to supplement. Simply put, breakout performance from Shuri. I mean, she really captured the grief of her position beautifully. It was an amazing performance. This is genuinely one of those MCU movies. It's a rare few for me that every character made sense. Every character I understood. What they're doing, I understood. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Like, it was so well done. And there was so many opportunities for them to miss on this movie. They could have missed with Namor. They could have missed with the reason why T'Challa was dead. They could have missed with Shuri. They could have missed with the nation and how they would challenge with without T'Challa being there, you know, challenge the authority. A lot of things that they could have gone wrong with, and they excelled beyond my expectations. If I was to give this a non-spoiler, like, rating, at least a 9 out of 10, man. Especially if we're talking relative to other MCU movies. This is truly, I don't want to have too much recency bias. I'm going to watch it again, see what I think about it. But off top, man, it's at least top 5 in the MCU for me in terms of just a quality fucking movie. It was insanely good. Smash the like button if you saw it and you loved that shit too. Now, I'm going to warn you guys, we're moving on to the spoiler side. We're moving on to the juicy side. So if you have not seen it or you hate spoilers, the ride stops for you here. But I do hope you come back and watch this when you do see it, and you smash the like button before you leave. But let's kind of get into the more spoily side and talk about the shit I loved from the movie. First of all, Namor blew it out the water. Bars, pun intended. Now, Namor, basically, they went, instead of like truly Atlantean, they went more culturally. Something we could relate to more, which is an actual tribe that existed before, aka, you know, it touched. First of all, Namor does come back out in a different era, but typically they truly only associated him They go with the mine approach, but obviously he forms basically his own tribe when his people have to go to the water. The reasons for why Namor did what he did, the fact that he hated the surface world so much, we truly understand why. Like, he first off starts several hundred years ago. His people are dying out because the Spanish are invading, and they take this herb due to their god to hopefully survive, and ends up making them have to go to the water or become Atlantean, right? A lot of his people die regardless, including his own mother. And that scene when he went back to the surface to bury his mom, and he witnessed the enslavement of the natives, he witnessed the enslavement of people he considered his people, and he saw those conquerors, lost his shit. And that scene of him rising up as a child gave me goosebumps. Like, the anger and just the fact that, like, he knew it was wrong. Even at that young age, he just knew that they were evil. And they dubbed him the child with no heart. Oh, like, dude, his origin was beautiful. The fact that we understand why he is the way he is. I mean, when you look at all the trauma he went through for hundreds of years, the fact that he's supposed to be this god to his people, but he's not truly a god, he's a mutant. But he's viewed as a god, and he can't save them like a god could. You 100% understood where Namor was coming from and how he acts. Overall, I'd give Namor an amazing grade as a character in this movie. By the way, shout out my boy Grapes. We'll probably do a way more in-depth breakdown. If this cracks 300 likes, we'll do a complete narrative review and everything brand new introduced in this. But I'm going to go over a couple more characters a little more in detail, and then just kind of speak on the other shit I like and wrap it up, because I got a stream tonight. And by the way, for visuals for this, not even sure what I'm going to put, because obviously I can't use new movie shit. But anyways, this next character we're going to talk about, Shuri, right? Shuri was 10 out of 10. The fact they elevated her from a throwaway, supplementary character to someone you could really understand is insane. And if you call Shuri a Mary Sue in this film, you a bitch, because she earned everything that was given to her throughout this entire saga. She had to witness her brother die, all her intelligence, all her skill, and she could not save T'Challa. She even prayed to the god Bast before so and said, look, I'll never question you again if I can save my brother. She's struggling with her own ancestors and religion. She's struggling with her own hate for the world, and rightfully so. It keeps taking everything from her. I mean, she was so well done. How she became basically, and what was great was I was concerned they were going to try to make Shuri T'Challa. They never once tried that. They fully embrace and acknowledge that she's not her brother, and that's okay. And it made the movie amazing. Shuri, they completely knocked it out the park with her. Now, next character I'd like to talk about is Queen, man. Oh, no. The Queen, amazing, but we're going to talk about Riri Williams. They did Mission Impossible. No one fucking liked Riri Williams comics. If you guys know the history of her in comics, her shit, like, got canceled, like, almost as fast as New Warriors, right? Like, people did not rock with her at all, did not like the idea of her trying to be some goofy replacement for Iron Man. Listen, the way they treated Riri in this movie was awesome. She didn't do too much. When she had funny jokes or comedic relief, it was well done. She actually, like, at one point they said something like, the Black Panther's dead, you know, we're trapped here. They're currently in prison, being held by Namor. And she goes, oh, so y'all fucking run out of Panthers when it's time to rescue my bitch ass. That's basically what she said, and that shit was funny. She was interesting. She wasn't forced upon us. She developed at her own pace in the movie, which made you appreciate her character more. She has a good backstory. We learn about her love for her father and how he really let her become who she became. She's still a young student at MIT. I mean, she was really good. The suit could have looked better. I'll be honest. The suit could have looked fucking better. Looked like a Digimon sexually assaulted a Power Ranger. Like, it was a rough-looking suit. But Riri was dope. Like, she was a dope character in this movie. I really appreciated her. Everyone else was super solid and amazing in their own way. The Queen, when she was on screen, breathtaking. Angela Bassett, fucking amazing. Like, she knocked it out the park. You really felt her pain. Okoye, T'Challa's old girl. I mean, even the scene at the end, when they show us T'Challa's son, it really broke your heart. because he had his daddy's smile, and he said, you know, I'm Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa. And it just hit home like, everything's going to be okay. Wakanda's going to be okay. Franchise was put in a beautiful place. This did so much for moving forward. And we didn't clearly see Doctor Doom in the film. I know there was a lot of rumors we were going to. I think we saw a hint of him on a cave painting in Namor's place, but at the end, but I'm not quite sure what was on that cave. Clearly, we're supposed to roughly see it for like a second or two, but you can't pause it in the movie theater. So it was hard to tell what it was, but I think that might have been a hint at Doctor Doom, and I think Doctor Doom's going to end up showing up, basically playing the good guy to the surface world, be like, yo, Wakanda and, you know, Namor's people, they're going to team up. They're going to fuck us up. We need to take them out. I could see Doom doing some slick shit like that with the surface world. So, overall, like I said, spoiler and non-spoiler reviews, still, I give it like a 9 out of 10 at least. Specifically and especially in context of being an MCU movie, it drove home a lot of things. Emotional roller coaster in all the right ways. It was well paced, and even the chaotic ending, I felt like that was a beautiful summary of the chaos that Shuri was dealing with. She was emotionally getting slammed on all sides. Lost her brother, lost her mother, was losing countless casualties in the war with Namor. Like, she was losing it all. And she didn't give a fuck. She wanted everything to burn. She even said that herself. She said, if I keep looking too long, if I keep looking for my brother too long, I just want to see the world burn. And it was real emotion. And I just think the genuine emotion in the movie, you could tell they loved Chadwick as a person beyond the character. It was real acting. And overall, I love the shit out of Wakanda Forever. It surprised the hell out of me. A damn near perfect MCU movie. Shout out to the director, Ryan, for knocking it out the park. Shout out to the script. Well done, everybody that worked on it. I absolutely fucking loved it. And if you want to see me come back and talk more in depth with the spoiler stuff, break down characters and stuff, I'll bring my boy Grapes in, because he was supposed to make this one, but just couldn't make the times line up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. It was an amazing movie. I encourage you to go see it if you haven't already. And anyways, it's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.